Hi, hello. So I quit running. So now I'm having a moderate loss of identity. I'm having a moderate loss of who the fuck am I? What the fuck do I want to do with my life? Because I don't know if it's the same for you, but for me, my identity is very closely tied to what I do. If I'm a dancer, that's who I am. If I'm a runner, that's who I am. If I am a painter, that's who I am. My identity becomes very closely linked to what I am doing. So obviously, when I stop doing something, I get a sense of a loss of identity, which shouldn't be the case. I should be able to maintain a sense of identity no matter what I do, but that's not who I am. My identity is wrapped up in what I do. And so I've been asking myself this question, like, who do I want to be next? Like, what do I want to do next? What's the next thing I want to try? I want to throw myself into, I want to submerge my identity into. And I was getting so wrapped up in like, what do I want to do next? Who do I want to be next? Where do I want to go next? Like, oh my God, I have so many possibilities. What could I do? Oh my God, I'm so indecisive. Just like my head rambling. And I'm like, okay, Bailey, whenever you are feeling so scattered and overwhelmed, you should always bring it back to gratitude. So, what are you grateful about right now? You know what? I'm grateful that every single day is a fresh start. I'm grateful that every single day I get to wake up and it is an adventure of my choosing. I'm grateful that every single day could be the start of an incredible adventure. I could wake up tomorrow and decide to shave my head. I could wake up tomorrow and decide to book a one-way ticket to Paris. I could wake up tomorrow and decide anything I want and do it. And do you know what kind of special freedom that is? Do you know what kind of unlimited power the art of creating whatever the fuck you want out of your life is? And that thought in and of itself made me feel so much calmer with this like loss of identity. Like, I don't get to run, but you know what I can do? Literally anything else in the world, Bailey, okay? You are infinite, you are limitless, you are capable of anything, right? And that's a conclusion that not a lot of people come to. Not a lot of people recognize that your life can be anything you want. There is no one right way of doing it. You don't have to continue your degree if you don't want to. You don't have to stay at your job if you don't want to. You don't have to keep living the life that you're in if you don't want to. And I understand there's certain situations that you might be stuck in or trapped in right now, or there's obligations financially or to your family or to your friends or to whomever, where you have to stay where you are, but you're also allowed to start over. You're allowed to go somewhere new, try something new, become someone new if you want to. You can slowly start making preparations to change your entire life. Even if you can't change it overnight, you can change it over the course of a year. You can change it over the course of 6 months. You can slowly and surely work towards a different version of yourself. And the reason I'm reflecting so much on this is because I actually have to leave in a couple of minutes here, and I'll come back and talk to you some more. Don't worry, I'm not leaving you. But I have to leave here in a few minutes because I'm going to my friend's going away party because she's about to embark on this like incredible adventure that's going to be amazing for her, and I'm so proud of her for what she's doing. And I was just thinking about it, like her getting this opportunity and her going where she is right now happened like all over the course of a couple months. She didn't know that she was going to be going where she is, doing what she's doing. And then it all just kind of unfolded. And she was like, holy shit, I get to go here, I get to do this. And obviously that comes with like nerves and being confused and scared. But it also comes with so much wonder at the fact that she could make this opportunity appear in her life, that she could get herself to where she is and get the opportunities she has within the course of a few months. You know? And then I was also thinking about this YouTube channel. Like, I literally started this like a little less than a year ago, I think. I think my first video was in October, so we're coming up on a year of this channel. And it's like the amount that my life has changed in a singular year is astronomical. And I think that we cling so much to one life that we forget that humans are in a constant cycle of change and evolution every single day that we wake up. And I think we become so clingy to this idea that like, I want to go to college, I want to get this one job, I want to settle down and have this many kids and live in this area and do this, and that's going to be my life. And we plan out our 5-year plans, and we plan out our 10-year plans, and we plan out our 50-year plans, and we start making retirement accounts when we're 20, and we start like settling down as soon as possible and trying to plan our entire futures and rush towards a future where we have retirement and we're 75 and we're sitting on the porch with the love of our life. And it's like, do you realize how much of your life you wasted by clinging to a future that might not even be promised by tomorrow? And I love planning. I love planning for the future. I love the idea of making a plan and going for it full force. But the amount of times that I've had my life fall apart in the last 5 years, where I would run towards something and then it would fall apart, or I was working so hard. I worked 9 years to be a ballerina before I got diagnosed with chronic illness and it all fell apart. The beauty of the falling apart is so fucking beautiful. The beauty of the change and the evolution of your life is so beautiful. And sometimes I think we cling to things. We cling to the idea of things. We cling to futures that aren't actually ours or aren't actually working for us, simply because we're trying to hold on to a false sense of identity, a false sense of stability, a false sense of life. Hi, Editing Bailey here. It's kind of like when Sylvia Plath had that fig tree analogy where she's like, my life is a fig tree, and I'm only allowed to have one of the figs on the tree, and that's my future. Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that that was your life? Why can't you pick up one fig, have a bite? Pick up another fig, have a bite. Pick up another fig, have a bite. Because I was so consumed by the idea that my life has to be one thing. Why can't my life be multifaceted? Why can't my life be a million things? Why can't I try something and then quit something and then try something else and then explore multiple different hobbies that don't make me money and don't bring me success, but are just for the pure enjoyment of my heart and soul? Why can't my life be anything that I want it to be? Who said that my life has to be one fucking thing? Why can't my life be everything? You know? And I really do have to go to my friend's going away party, but I'm going to come back because I have so many more thoughts on this topic. But let me go say goodbye to my friend real fast, and I'm going to be right back. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Hi, hello, I'm back. That was hard. That's what she said. I use humor as a coping mechanism, can you tell? But anyway, what I wanted to say is that I believe that there truly is a thing, a spark that makes all of us very happy, that we would never know who we were deep down unless we allowed ourselves to quit things and explore other things. Because I think that even when I said that I was going to stop running, so many people were like, why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that. You don't have grit. You don't have dedication. You don't have this. You don't have that. And this reminds me of this quote from Carl Jung that I have pulled up on my computer here. It goes, "The world is full of people suffering from the effects of their own unlived life. They become bitter, critical, or rigid, not because the world is cruel to them, but because they have betrayed their own inner possibilities. The artist who never makes art becomes cynical about those who do. The lover who never risks loving mocks romance. The thinker who never commits to a philosophy sneers at belief itself, and yet all of them suffer because deep down they know the life they mock is the life they were meant to live." I believe that a lot of suffering in life comes from the fact that we don't get to be who we were made to be. I'm a writer. If I don't let myself write, if I don't let myself speak, if I don't let myself express myself through spoken word, written word, philosophy, I don't feel right. I wake up and I start getting physical symptoms. My head feels cloudy. I don't feel right. I become bitter. I become angry. And this is an affliction that affects us all at time to time, where we become sick because we're letting our souls and our purpose rot inside of us. And again, I know that there's multiple situations that keep you in the way from your dreams, that keep you in the way from doing what you want to do in this life. But for the love of God, if there is something in you that you want to do or you want to explore it. Like me in running. If I had never quit, if I had never stopped doing that, if I never turned and was honest with myself and said, hey, this isn't working. This is hurting my body. This doesn't feel right. My heart feels like it feels wrong. This feels wrong. If I hadn't listened to myself and gone in a different direction, I've been refinding that passion for writing that I have, because now I'm finally not exhausted all the time. And I'm writing and I'm having fun with it. And maybe one day I'll hate writing. Maybe one day I'll sit down at my computer and I'm like, I hate this. I don't want to write anymore. This is horrible. I don't want to do this. And I'll switch to something else, But I think we have to allow ourselves the privilege of starting over when we have the chance to, and how we're not locked into one life for the rest of our lives. We're allowed to change. We're allowed to evolve. Every day is new, and you can make something different of that day if that is what you wish. Why do we believe that we are stuck in the life that we're currently living? Why do we think that there's nothing monumental that can happen today that can completely change our lives 360? Because something horrific could happen today, or something amazing could happen today. Maybe that Powerball number you bought at the gas station, that you randomly you decided that the numbers were going to be your birthday. Maybe you just won $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like, if anything is capable of happening in this infinite universe, then isn't it quite possible that you can change your entire life by tomorrow? Just a thought.